What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I'm your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a fantastic Monday. Yes, it is, but we got some Eagles news, so joy in the air. And, well, we're almost 2 weeks into free agency. How are you feeling? Are you with me yet? Every little thing is going to be all right. Yes, it is. Have patience. Believe in Howie Roseman. But I appreciate you all taking the time here. Let's talk about this newest edition, and we'll recap what the Eagles have done so far in free agency. I will give my free agent grade, as I said, after 2 weeks. So tomorrow we'll talk about that, and then get your asses ready because the draft series will begin this weekend. So, oh, my Lord, I'm ready for it. I hope you're ready for it, all you sickos out there. I've been putting together as many graphics and things I can to try to have a base of what I'm doing. Just, you guys know me, a true sicko, talking about every single draft prospect at every single position and who fits where for the Eagles and what the Eagles have at that position. We'll break down everything you need to know. But right here, right now, we're going to break down what's going on with the Philadelphia Eagles' newest signing, Kendall Lamm. And then we'll take a look at a little recap here. But I appreciate you all taking the time here, hitting the like button, sharing, subscribing, all the things you do to support the channel. I cannot thank you enough. I hope you had a great start to your week. Today was insane for me. I've got poison ivy all over me. Truly fantastic. Really just want to rip off my skin. Just got this great stuff. Well, actually, don't want to get in trouble for sponsoring stuff. But working wonders. But today was a whirlwind. Almost 12 hours in. It was an intense one, but as soon as I got home, Eagles news, I was right off to the races. So here we are, still in my gear, but I'm ready to talk to you sickos. So let's effing go. Tiffany starting us off. Appreciate you tuning in. And look, I hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you're all having a great start to your week. And, well, Howie's just doing his thing. I don't know how much of he's stealing, but you get yourself a good addition here. Nina in the building. Appreciate you tuning in. So, and yes, the tackle will be playing that position. So let's talk about him. You guys saw the post, but we'll discuss just in case you missed any of this stuff. So 6'5", 305 pounds. He's 32 years old. This will be his 11th season in the NFL here. But look, you get a guy that started 7 games last year. Now, season ended. Had to get back surgery. That is not great. You got to just hope that he is healthy. But played in 15 games, had 512 offensive snaps, no sacks allowed, 1 quarterback hit, 12 pressures, 1 penalty here. You see his pass blocking grade is 83.1, run blocking 53.7, so much better at pass protection than run. And then you see his PFF overall grade there is 72.7. And look, this is something you talk about with Howie. He's always going to find these diamonds in the rough, guys that are, young, didn't pan out or have injuries or something's going on where he's going to be able to find himself a deal. And that's what he's doing. So we talked about, people losing their minds about Fred Johnson. Give me a break. We talked about the people that were available that were much better. And this is one of those guys that is much better and played a little bit of left tackle last year, 70 snaps there. He had 441 of his snaps at right tackle there. So this is a guy that is versatile at the tackle position, does not play guard. He has played tackle his whole career. And again, he's played 10 years. So he's been around the way a little bit here. And, you talk about the Texans undrafted in 2015 out of Appalachian State. He actually started some games there. I think it was 5 his rookie season as an undrafted rookie there. Cleveland Browns he went to, then the Titans, then the Lions, and then, again, most recently with the Dolphins the last few years here. So, look, he started at left tackle with Armstead when he was out. So this guy, again, any kind of injuries, he's somebody you can plug in. But this is the swing tackle. This is the guy that is your backup tackle that can play both, and that's exactly what you had in Fred Johnson. And, again, when we lost him, not a big deal, dude. He more so plays right tackle, but again, he has in his career 1,700 snaps at right tackle and then 1,000 at left tackle. So almost double. You're looking at a guy that's versatile, though. That's the name of the game. A little bit older, so people will complain about that. They'll always find something to be upset about. But this is a guy that, again, he provides that depth that you're looking for. This is not your starter. He's not playing right guard. this is your swing tackle. He has 44 career starts in those 119 games that he has played. So I think it's a great pickup as Howie, you guys see me every year laughing as the media and the casuals get all worked up about stuff. And I don't understand why they do it every year. You just got to be patient. It's how the business works. People are going to leave. You're going to sign people. And sometimes more so, you need to sign people that year. This year, we knew we were going to lose a lot, sign a few, and then we were going to focus on the draft. So that's what the team's doing. And you talk about like all these people you lost. I mean, we added a lot of players here. On the defensive side of the ball, Adoree Jackson, Patrick Johnson, Azeez Ojulari, and then Josh Uche. You see in the special teams department, Charlie Hewlett, the long snapper, and then Avery Williams, the return specialist, can kick and punt return. Let's go. Then you see on the offensive side of the ball, Harrison Bryant, Kylan Granson at tight end, A.J. Dillon at running back. Kenyon Green was part of that trade. Now you have Lamb. So you added a couple of depth pieces on the line. And if Green wants to compete for that right guard job, I'm not against it. Then you have Dorian Thompson-Robinson, who is now the third quarterback. So you have added all these pieces where you lost guys. You have added players. And the most important, look, we talked about Mekhi Becton. Would have loved to have him back, but, he was going to get paid somewhere else. He did. So you got Bond back, the most important. Ben Van Sumeren, he was exclusive rights free agent. You knew he was coming back. So, dude, those are good signings. Be happy about that. And then we extended Saquon and Lane. So I don't understand the people getting upset. The Eagles aren't doing anything. And then we added all those reserve future signings before free agency even began. So you have all this competition so far in free agency. And then they look at these lists. Oh, yeah, all these guys that are, out there that are still free agents. We didn't sign them. It's like, because we're not going to. They're not good, or their time has run out here. We have other pieces in place. Some of these guys might be back on the practice squad. Okay. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. And yes, I understand this list. When you look at it, players lost. Oh my God, it makes you lose your mind. But you just saw all the players I showed you that we have, and we have the draft coming up. We still have a lot of cap space. We can add it via, free agency, or you could trade for someone. So many things can be done here. And look, again, would have loved to have Becton back, but beyond that, you've got all backups on the offensive side of the ball. Gainwell, Johnson, Pickett, Campbell, boo-hoo, who cares? Defensive side of the ball, Oren Burks, would have loved to have him back, but the guy gets a chance to start, gets his money. Best of luck to him. And, it's going to happen. People make their own decisions. He chose to go to the Bengals. Whether or not the Eagles, what they offered him, I don't know. But look, we talked about it. Might not be back. Gardner Johnson, that was a curveball. Did not see that coming. But look, it's a business, and I do think they will get a safety. Now, Brandon Graham retired. We all kind of knew that. Maddox, he left. We all kind of knew that was going to happen. So no doubt. And the same goes for Slay, Sweat, and Williams. Rodgers, hopeful that he could maybe come back. But nope, hey, got paid by the Vikings. Best of luck to all these guys. We knew Josh Sweat and Milton Williams would be getting paid, and that is exactly what they did. So that's great. I, on the other hand, am very optimistic because we have the foundation already. We knew those pieces, not a big deal. Look at all these draft picks. And, signing Kendall Lamm, that is not going to affect it. So you see 8 picks this year, 11 next, and then 7 the following. So you're going to have 26 picks here that you can, play with here next month during the draft. So don't think Howie will hesitate to move up, move back. He's always going to be Howie Roseman. So let people keep sleeping on this team. I find it insane. We already know, what we have here. We are the Super Bowl champions. Yes, we lost some pieces, but we already had a lot of young pieces that are ready to step up. Some are going to compete, maybe with some other players that get drafted, signed, whatever it may be. They are very aware at certain situations, like tight end. Hey, what's going to happen with Goddard? Talk about right guard. Okay, going to Steen, Green, Keegan, throw him in there. I'm going to have some competition there. You talk about the edge. Hey, you added Ojulari, Uche, and Jalix Hunt's going to step it up. You got Nolan Smith here. And, dude, Patrick Johnson's back as well at linebacker. I understand, Dean might be ready, might miss a couple games. We'll find out. But I would focus there, too. I think they could still add a free agent, maybe draft somebody. But there is no need out here. Like with safety, you got rid of Gardner Johnson. Sidney Brown, step it up. Maybe you sign Justin Simmons. Maybe you draft somebody. Either way, they are aware of these things, and there is no, oh my God, we got to do this. People are losing their minds everywhere. And I see all the comments. I'm like, look, man, you just got to be patient because there's so much time left in this offseason, especially this time period where you're adding people. So just stay patient, I promise you. And getting this addition, is one of those pieces. Looking for a swing tackle, and don't think that now they're not going to go look in the draft. They will always look to the draft. So, look, man, let me know how you're feeling about it. My man Bob, what's going on, brother? Hope you are ready. Dude, I'm ready for all of it. I've been putting together a lot of this stuff, and it always gets me excited. It really does, but it's so much work, and I've been working so much lately that it just makes my brain explode. So it's nuts. I was on today. We made the live. Hey, Brandon, appreciate you tuning in, dude. Always here. Whenever there's a move, you can count on it. Now, when I'm working, it's just all depends on when I can get home. You have to make a team. Not everyone that they sign makes a team. Yeah, if people don't understand that, man, I would probably just start learning some basic things. You have to compete in the off season. That's just how it always has been. 53 players make the roster. But oh yeah, man, and that's the thing. You talk about last year before the draft, how excited I was. Hell, even before free agency about this team. We talked about, hey, let's go add a guy like Saquon Barkley. Let's go out. We talk about Zach Bond. We talk about all these players that we got, and then we went in the draft, and we got Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, Jalen Hunt, Will Shipley, all these guys we talked about, even Johnny Wilson and Nia Smith. 7 of those guys were top fits here. We talked about them last year. I was excited. I mean, you guys were part of the live streams. I really, really, really love those, and I can't wait to do that again this upcoming year because those live streams are fun. You guys are awesome. I love doing that stuff, but leading up to it, man, every position, I get excited. I'm like, oh, man, I wish we needed this position. I like this guy. Oh, man. I have a good time with you guys. And hey, man, you guys tune in. If you want to know how stuff works, you know where to find me. For those who enjoy the stuff that never happens, don't love listening to people that don't know what's going on, more power to you. But it's nuts. So, look, with Lamb, I want to show you the updated depth chart offense we'll start with. So, one thing you'll notice, I'll tell you, Ben Van Sumeren now listed just as a fullback, not linebacker. So, you won't see him at linebacker if they need to. Emergency, maybe they'll use him there. Did not put Avery Williams at running back anymore because, well, they are not listing him as a running back, just strictly a return guy. That's fine. He can compete with some people this offseason. Maybe he makes a team. That's great. But you can see here, Lamb now gives you that swing tackle we talk about with Kenyon Green. Hold on 1 second. I apologize. My dog will not shut up. But anyways, you can see here, this offense is still loaded. And regardless of what they do with Goddard there, you've got Harrison Bryant brought in with Granson brought in to compete with Calcaterra, Jenkins, Latu, and Muse. The offensive line now with Lamb there as the swing tackle. I'm sorry, my dog is really pissing me off. So you've got Lamb there, dude, as the swing tackle. Got Kenyon Green. Those are good additions. Now, you're going to look in the draft as well. So just stay patient, but this offense is still going to be the best in the NFL. Now, the defense, I get it. Oh, my God, Milton Williams is gone. Look, Moro Ojomo, Gabe Hall, Thomas Booker, Byron Young, somebody's going to step it up. You're going to look in the trenches on the defensive side of the ball as well, whether that's interior or on the edge. And as I mentioned, on the edge, Smith, Hunt, Adadu, Shea, Ujulare, and Johnson. Bryce Huff's still here, but we'll see if we can trade him, what we do. Mathis, Henry. So you've got some competition there. But again, just be patient. And that's the great part about the draft. You go into this and you know that, best player available. So I'm pretty excited. You see the linebacker position. We talked about it. Only Trotter and Gant there. And, they will add there. They'll add a free agent. I promise you. They might draft one, might bring in an undrafted one. But spending a lot of money there, so don't expect them to go too crazy. Now, Nakobe Dean, I think, is doing much better than most people think. So that's great news. Those two together, best duo in the game. And then, at corner, Slay left. Ringo, you're hopeful that he steps it up. You brought in Adoree Jackson to be the veteran. He's going to compete with Nickerson, Castro Fields, Woods, Ricks. They'll be here. You'll look to add there as well. Maybe you bring in a veteran. Maybe you draft another guy. There's a lot of options out there. And then, again, at safety, we talked about Sidney Brown. And Lewis Scene's there. Tristan McCollum, Andre Sam. You have competition. And if you started the season right now with this roster, I still think they're Super Bowl champions. So think of it as a luxury going into this draft. You literally get to best player available. And wherever you want to add competition to, hell yeah. And then maybe, you trade the person that doesn't win the job, you get something back, you sign, a death piece, whatever it is, man. Howie knows what he's doing. And then in the special teams department, you can see Hewlett, the new long snapper, and then Avery Williams now can take over both return roles this offseason, but he's going to have Anaya Smith who can do both. You got Shipley, Dotson, all kinds of guys that can return the ball competing. So we'll see, what's going to go down, but I'm looking forward to it. We still got plenty of room here. You got 90 players in the offseason, so it's going to be a battle royale. Can't wait to see what this team looks like at the beginning of the year, but I'm going to keep you up to date with everything happening until we get there. Now, that is all I've got for you here tonight. I am beat as hell. I would love to get that shower, eat a little bit of food, and then try to get some effing sleep because I know tomorrow is going to be insane as well. But look, I appreciate all you guys. You have any questions, any thoughts, anything, always down to talk some birds with you. If you are watching this later, same goes to you. It's been a wild week. I'm going to try to do that recap. Unless they sign somebody, we'll just add that in. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But yeah, just keep tuning in this weekend. Going to try to drop the beginning of the draft series. And then obviously I'm going to try to do Fan Friday here. If I can't do that, we'll do Sicko Saturday. It is Chelsea's birthday, though, on Thursday. I'm going to be doing some things this weekend. So bear with me. You're going to get one of those videos. You'll get one of those live videos. So I'll do everything I possibly can for you until that time. But I love you guys. Appreciate you taking the time. Hope you're having a great start to your week. My man, Keith. Yo, dude. Appreciate you, my dude. I am just rolling out. Hope you have yourself a great rest of your night. I am truly beat up, but I wanted to talk about this with you. If you rewatch this, always down to talk some birds with you, my man. You know that. But have a good one. And I love you guys. I really do. You need anything. It does not have to be about the birds. Anything going on in life, you need a friend. I say it every show. I know it sounds annoying probably to most of you, but I mean it. Always here for you. And those of you who take, what I say to heart and reach out, I love it, man. We can help each other. We always, have things going on in life, all of us. So banding together, too much negativity in the world. So let's counteract that, man. And we know they do it with our Eagles. So, I'm here to counteract that. Take them right to the woodshed. So appreciate you tuning in. If you got anything from this, do me a favor, hit that like button. Share this bad boy. Subscribe down below. But until next time, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there, and as always, say it with me now. Go Birds!